Welcome back to another video. This is the master plan that I was trying to make a content for, but I was waiting for the right time. And the right time is always to show any master plan in Dubai is when the escrow is done, when everything is official and the DLD is involved and the government is also involved, approvals are done. So I don't want to give you any kind of a development in which the approvals are pending and we don't even know what's coming in the master plan. So this is another sought after communities right now in Dubai South. The developer detail, the developer profile and everything, I'm going to jump into it in the last part of this video. Just I wanted to give you perspective and imagination because I am right now in the sales center, which is also located very nearby to the plot location as well. So this beautiful master plan is coming up with some very unique floor plans as well, and it's by one of the very biggest giant developer of Pakistan, and they have already developed a lot of communities in Pakistan, which was a huge success. There were some litigation problems happened previously, but everything in Pakistan, whoever have bought something, bought a house in their communities, they love the vibe, they love the cleanliness, they love the road network, the infrastructure that they have built. So this is again like Emaar, they know how to build an infrastructure. And in Dubai, because of the regulation and everything, this development will make sense to you once I dig deep into the numbers at the last part of the video. Now, you can see the crowd at the sales center. That shows that this is a very high demanding product, which will be launching on 27th of this month. Now, I will try to, upload it as soon as possible. So just to give you a brief idea at the master plan, before getting into the numbers, that these are the low-rise apartments in which you can find studios to 3-bedroom apartments on a post-handover payment plan. And these are the high-rises in which you can find the same kind of categories. Now, apart from the sizes and the floor plans and everything, we'll discuss about that later. And these are the, semi-detached houses which will be coming up. And right further down on that side of the cluster, those are all your townhouses which will be coming up. So it's a big master plan. Everything will be launched phase by phase. As you can see, there's a mosque is also here, a lot of amenities for kind of families who don't want to be in a very crowded place with mixed nationalities. This is the master plan for them. Let's head to the office and understand this project and this development. What are they doing so unique? What is it about them which is better than any other community in Dubai? What are the pricing? What are the payment plans? Their payment plan makes a lot of sense right now at this point in time. Let's go to the office and let's discuss about this in detail. In the start of this video, I was actually at the sales center and I was explaining a little bit about the master plan, the new master plan which is coming up in Dubai right now by BT Properties. BT Properties, I will give you the background and everything. But this master plan makes a lot of sense, which is why I want to present it. And right now we are in the very much safe position to, if you are looking for any property in Dubai, I think right now the very competitive price per square feet inside a community living by a very renowned developer from Pakistan. They have delivered a lot of communities in Karachi as well, in Lahore and Islamabad. And the response was ever amazing because in 2013, 2012, when I was in Karachi and I was looking at their community progress, what is going on, after they have delivered after a few years time, in Pakistan it happens a lot of time, the projects get delayed and everything, but again when they have delivered, there were no cutting corners inside the community of Bahria town, the BT Properties in Karachi. The quality that they have replicated, if anyone who is watching from Pakistan, if anyone who is from Pakistan and he's watching, he can understand what I'm trying to say here. They have replicated in Karachi specifically the Dubai style, the Dubai kind of infrastructure of the road. So I would say, in Pakistan, they are the kind of people who builds beautiful infrastructures like Emaar does in Dubai. And with the kind of a scale, the kind of a size of a developer BT Property is, I know if they are doing everything right, they will deliver on time and they will deliver a beautiful community in Dubai, because in Dubai, everything is about quality and location and the right floor plan. Because we are actually not building for the people who are right now the residents of this city. We are building for the future residents which will be coming up in 3 to 4 years time. And if you're following the story of Dubai, if you're following the economy of Dubai, and if you see what kind of indicators are there, what kind of people are actually moving inside the city and what locations they are actually getting the jobs so that they can work on those locations, you can understand why the government and the most developers are buying land and doing all the kinds of JVs so that they can, create the ecosystem to provide it to the community, to give back to the community of Dubai. And right now in Dubai South, there is a lot of expansion happening, but not every project makes a lot of sense. This development specifically, after looking at the numbers, the kind of floor plans that they are launching, that makes a lot of sense, which is why I'm making this presentation. And right now we are in a very much safe position because the escrow have been registered. So I would say personally it is a no-brainer, but I would say this kind of a development is not for everyone, but because on the location that in which they are developing their community, it's quite a challenge right now to make quicker returns. I would say it's a big community, big master plan, but as an investment point of view, if you're looking for something long term in Dubai and you want to invest with the future vision of Dubai, I think Dubai South is the go-to place. And with this kind of development, if you're entering into the first phase, there is no chance that your property will depreciate unless any global catastrophe happen and every market or every country is affected, everyone's spending power is affected by that situation. So right now their projects makes a lot of sense, which is why I'm making this presentation. So if you stick with me, I will tell you the rental analysis, I will tell you the ROE, I will tell you ROE is a little bit hard to analyze for this location specifically because we cannot compare it to anything. Only we have one option through which we can compare from this location is Emaar South. So yeah, let's jump into the presentation, make it quick, and I will give you the details as quick as possible so that you can understand. And for the remaining questions and everything, you can contact me on the number given below. So let's look at the location. Okay, this is our Al Maktoum DWC airport, where the government is actually expecting 260 million passengers a year. That this airport specifically can accommodate this kind of a size of a tourist influx or resident influx coming into the city. Right next to DWC, it's actually not right next to it, but if you see it on the satellite image, it looks right next to it. This is our Emaar South. In which you can see in my previous videos I went there, I've shown you can refer to that video again and you can see the actual reality of the Emaar South. So this part of Emaar South is ready, and right now everything is rented here. Very hard to find like number of volume of houses and apartments inside this community. Where I was standing in Emaar South when I was making my video a few months ago, I saw myself that inside each and every cluster there was a car standing in the carport, which gives you the sign like the people are actually living. So in Emaar South, a lot of people who are building the airport, a lot of contractors who are working nearby to these location of Javza and the Expo or Dubai Traders Market. These kinds of people are actually looking for a space in this location of Dubai South. There are other communities also coming up into the market, but price point right now it's not that aggressive in Dubai South, which is why if you were to invest long term 5-6 years at least, and you can take the handover and you can put your villa or townhouse on rent, and after that post rent you can sell that property on a very good higher rental returns, or even if you want to hold it off and let the other properties get rented, and after that you can just float your inventory into the market and you can sell it off in a good premium. How much we cannot really say, because in Emaar South a lot of people have made 100% ROE as well, but they entered at a very right time in the very first phases. Now same thing might be possible that will happen in Emaar South again as well, but we have yet to see that kind of infrastructure development and influx to hit that community so that we can understand like, okay, this is the best case study we have for this location. But as you can see, this location, this is our E611, this is our Emirates Road, which will be a future most used highway in coming years. But again, location is, I would say, compared to the middle of the city, compared to other villas and townhouses communities are being launched inside Dubai, it's not prime, but it will become prime. What is the reason of doing an off-plan investment if it's not for the future, if it's for the today? So you have to wait at least 4-5 years for the community and infrastructure to develop. So right now we are at the very first phase of this community. Now this I wanted to show you. You can visit, this is official that Dubai South signs an agreement with BT Properties to develop a unique master community. They are coming up with the golf district as well inside this, and this article is published on the BT Properties as well, and it's all over Instagram as well that they have done this agreement and it is all official. So there is no chance that developer will cut any corners because they have a name associated with them, which is Dubai South. So seems like very safe development, like any other development in Dubai. So this is basically complete location explanation by the developer. So this is our location we have seen. As you can see, from 5 minutes to 50 minutes, we can access any part of Dubai in which the last part, the most distance is showing for Burj Khalifa. So downtown is very far. Jabza is 35 minutes away. Jabza is this side, Jebel Ali. And Dubai Investment Park is our 20 minutes away. This is our Dubai Investment Park. Dubai Marina is 25 minutes away where all the beaches is, and even on the Jumeirah side it will take you around 30 minutes to reach there. But again, the community design looks amazing, the price makes a lot of sense, and the kind of working class people, 80 to 85%, I was watching a report, 80 to 85% people who are moving to Dubai are actually your skilled individuals. They are coming up with their families, they are setting up their families, and they are getting jobs inside the city. So these kinds of people want a community living, these kinds of people want a safe space nearby to their workplace, because Dubai have a lot of issue right now for the traffic. Although the government is heavily, aggressively working on increasing the infrastructure and everything, but again, this is the problem that the residents of the city is facing right now, which actually is very healthy. This was the master plan where I was standing, I was showing it to you. So this is the part where all the villas will be coming. Okay, so this distance that you're seeing right now, these are Cascade apartments, these are the other high-rise apartments in which the studios were there as well. And this is these blocks that you're seeing, these are comprises of 1 to 3 bedroom, different types of apartments. This is our townhouse and semi-detached mix in these clusters. So as you can see, this is the render. They have shown Eiffel Tower, which I don't know. They will be replicating something like that, and will be not as tall as Eiffel Tower, but they're creating something, just to show that what we can do. This is our master plan. You can see that this is our Cascade block. This is our studios and 1-bedroom apartments block, high rises. These are the villas. This is our townhouses, in which you can find some of the 4-plexes. Some are, I think, 5 to 6 plexes. So different sizes, different everything. Kind of a concept looks very amazing. It's aligned with the 2040 urban master plan agenda that filled with greenery and want to create a sustainable living inside the city. So I had a little bit of a reservation for this part, because it's good, it's beautiful that you can see it on the pictures and everything, but we have to really understand what's the reality. So these villas will be facing the lake and everything, but you can see it will be right next to an apartment building. I would personally go for something which is a little bit secluded and in the middle of the community with an accessibility. So this is just kind of a design of middle pocket parks between those villas. This is the kind of a building that they are creating inside the community. This looks like a community center and a shopping mall, and of course, so this is our render. I will just go over quickly with the render so that we can talk about the real stuff. This is just a render of Cascade buildings, and this is our complete view, a bird eye view, kind of a bird eye view for the community. So the high rises that you have seen, those are named as Altura. This is the kind of a structure it has, the front facade of Altura. The Cascade buildings that you have seen, those have this kind of a structure. They have a Cascada, the name as Cascada. So the townhouse that they're coming up with the cluster name as Rehan. So we'll go over the renders. It looks decent, it looks futuristic, modern. But again, unlike any other townhouse in Dubai, they have a very good size with the right price per square feet. But we are compromising on location in today's market. We can imagine what's happening in Dubai after 4 to 5 years time. I think we're buying the right thing at the very first phase at the very right time. So you can see Dubai Hills townhouses, like some other communities I would name, Tilal Al Gaf, Elan townhouses. It looks a little bit similar to that. These are just the renders and everything of inside the townhouse. So Raiha are the 6-bedroom villas, which we have seen in the start of the presentation, which were overlooking the lake and everything. So this looks very amazing. That 6-bedroom villa looks very amazing, and at the 1,000 dirham price per square feet, I think it's a good buy, because right now there is nothing available in the market like this. And for the villas, there will always be demand because of the limited supply. There are people who are looking for more affordable options. There are people looking for villas only on payment plan. There are people looking for only the prime location of villas, but there are people who are looking for specific kind of a floor plan for their family. So there is a lot of things in play when you are looking for a villa inside the city of Dubai. And because of so little supply inside the city, we have a very high chance of making good premium on those kinds of right villa investments inside the right communities by the reputed developers with a beautiful design. And if the floor plans make sense and the price makes sense, I think you will be 100% making at least 10%, 9% ROI if you were to rent it out, and you can make minimum of 50 to 60% ROE easily on the handover. So I will just go over quickly with the renders and everything so that we can talk about the numbers and analysis of the ROI. So these are the 4-bedroom semi-detached. They have mentioned villas, but I would say these are semi-detached, and they are named as Rima. You can see the design and everything. It looks very modern. I personally, when I saw this render, this looks very beautiful, creates that kind of an environment where the light is all the day, flashing inside, and it looks very amazing. Your rooms are lit up all the day, and you're getting the energy inside your house. I personally like this render, and I personally like this product inside this community. The 4-bedroom semi-detached and the 6-bedroom villa. So in the start of this presentation, I was saying that it is aligned with the government's 2040 agenda. So you can see that they have mentioned it specifically on their brochure that 40% is dedicated to the nature inside this community. These kinds of things makes a lot of sense, because right now everyone, because of the geopolitical situation, everyone is eyeing towards Dubai. Everyone have their eyeballs towards this region. They are looking for options so that if anything goes south, they have some safe place to lay low or to live, which is also very safe for their families to live inside the city. So let's go over with the numbers and everything. This is sizes and the prices of 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 4-bedroom semi-detached and 6-bedroom villa. As you can see, the plot size is 18 to 1900 for a 3-bedroom townhouse. Is a very decent size with a built-up area of 2600, or it's actually varying from 2700. So this kind of a size of a townhouse is very decent with a very ample amount of space. It's not kind of a cookie cutter house. 4-bedroom townhouse also a very good size, 3000 square feet of a built up area, 2600 of a plot size. So this gives you the idea, like the spaces on the backyard, spaces on the balcony and everything with the room spaces. It's beautifully designed, very functional 4-bedroom townhouse. Semi-detached sizes are 3600, 4-bedroom semi-detached plot size is 3400, which is again, it makes a lot of sense because plot is bigger, the built-up area, we have much more open spaces right around the houses. So 6-bedroom villa, also a very good size, 5371, and plot size is almost like 4500 square feet. So the prices, these are all the prices that you're seeing. It's the price per square feet is 1000 dirhams. So I think the prices makes a lot of sense. So for these houses that I was explaining it to you, the high-rise towers on the back side, Altura, they have these kinds of apartment sizes and ranges. The prices I've mentioned here, 549. So these are the starting price. So it doesn't matter like you might be possible liking the unit on the 11th floor, 12th floor. So the price a little bit by floor, it changes, it varies. And with the view of community, it's different. With the apartment viewing the other building, it's different. Apartment viewing the back side is different. So we can really look up into the details if you're interested, and I can explain it to you which floor plan makes a lot of sense as an investment point of view. As an end use experience, as a homeowner's perspective, it's totally up to you. We can discuss, I can help you out with the floor plans and everything. I can guide you, I can only guide you, but after that decision will be totally up to you. But as an investment point of view, we really, become a little bit less of an emotion and look into the numbers very hardcore, so that we can understand that we are making the right decision. So this is the Cascade building. A Cascade building have this kind of a facade, and they have 1 bedroom till 3 bedroom, different types, with the prices starting for 1 bedroom at 872,000, 2 bedroom 1.4 million. So here you can see 2.3 million for a 3 bed, 2.1 million for a 3 bed. So in this price, you will be able to find a 2 bedroom in Emaar South as well. Right now, there is still availability. Those apartments are overlooking the golf course. Right now, 1 bedroom are not available. There will be a new launch coming up soon. But if whenever I look at any new development in Dubai, I always think like, if I am investing a 1 million inside a community which is far out, what are the best options available inside a community living? So I personally not be able to find with a reputed developer, with the right kind of a master plan, aligned with the government visions, with an escrow registered, everything aligned. So which is why it makes a lot of sense. But I know for sure, if I'm investing inside BT properties, that location needs time. That location needs some time to develop, because they are developing a mega city. Dubai government is heavily investing inside Dubai South, and there is a lot happening because of the airport as well, that the airport can accommodate 260 million passengers a year. So they're planning for something big for the next 10 years, where the population will also be double. And it's not cutthroat competition or something like that population will increase by 2040. It could increase before that. And might be possible that government will plan more bigger, because as the innovations are happening, as the AI is grooming, there might be possibility that plans become more aggressive and more different. So if you're entering right now in this market of Dubai, and you are coming here as an investment point of view, Dubai South is the location that you should have a look at. And this project is a community living. And Emaar South as well. I'm a big advocate of Emaar South, because my investors who have bought Urbana townhouses back in the days, now they're making 10% rental returns out of it, because those were sold for $1 million. In some cases, they were sold lesser than $1 million. So at that time, everyone thought that who would go to live there. Now nothing is available, and those villas are being rented at 120K, and rents are increasing as well. So as the population is increasing, it's putting pressure on the rental market in the mid segment. So I personally think price makes sense, location makes sense, future planning of the government and infrastructure makes sense. Have a look at it, and we can discuss in detail if you are thinking about something seriously inside Dubai. This is the payment plan structure. EOI was the start of the launch. Now the project has been launched, so we can directly look at the unit selection, and before the unit allocation we can put down a payment in the escrow and get our unit allocation paid, DLD 4% and admin fees. This is the one-time fees that you have to pay. After that, another buyer that you're flipping your property to, he will have to pay that 4% in admin fees. This will never be charged again to you. And this will also be paid to DLD. Second installment that they are asking you is after 2 months of unit allocation. Other installment will be going after 3 months. So basically in 25% that they are taking from you in 3 months time. So as you can see, the payment plan is very well laid out as 70-30. We have a post handover payment plan option as well. But again, in post handover case, if the price hikes a little bit, if developer increase the price by 100-200,000, we have to really look into that, like if the number makes sense or no. So this is basically the listing. So that's why I love Dubai, because everything is transparent. You can look it up on the internet and you can understand like if you're doing the right investment for you or not. You don't need to ask your relative, you don't need to ask your friends and everything. You don't need to ask the people on the streets what do they think about this property or this property. Yeah, everyone have their own opinion, but we personally, when we are investing in the market, we look at the data. This is a listing which has been uploaded on the very prominent portal of Bayut, and these are the apartments in Dubai South. They were delivered quite a while ago. This is a rental that they have listed for in Dubai for Dubai South apartments. The name is mentioned there, Tenora, and the other one is Celestia. So you can see 45,000 is in today's market is a very normal rent for a studio inside Dubai South for a furnished apartment. So long-term lease, with the comparison to the price, it shows that 7 to 8% annual rental returns. We don't know, by that time you might be charging higher price. Let's say if you bought a studio apartment for 550 and you're putting it on long-term rent for 55,000, you're making 10% returns, right? This is an analysis that I put down on listings for one-bedroom apartments which are listed in the portals. I haven't put listings of Emaar South because there were not many options available on the listing portals. So this can give you a good idea. These are not from big developers, but this is a listing. They have delivered a project. People are living there. So this is an existing location. So you can see 65,000 to 70,000 you can expect on a one bed. With the current pricing that we have seen, the starting price, it could go up to 6 to 7% annual returns. So for the townhouses, we only have options of in Dubai South to look at Pulse beachfront houses and Emaar South. Nothing else is available as a case study to understand what is the potential of rental returns. These are Expo Golf Villas, 3-bedroom townhouse going for 110,000. In Pulse beachfront, it's going for 160,000 dirhams a yearly. You can compare the sizes as well. As I was saying, that 1800 to 1900 is a decent size. You can see the Emaar house is 1553 plot size and 1650 square feet. A little slim size, but again, it's renting at 110,000. The guy must have bought it at a very cheaper price back in the days when he bought directly with the developer on and off plan. These kinds of investments are only done if you have a right consultant who is helping you select and navigate the market out of all the hype. You can see the Pearls beachfront townhouse is going for 160. Why? Because the size, 18 to 1900 square feet of a plot size, 2500. This is the best comparison I have for this BT Properties 3-bedroom townhouse. So you can understand by the look at it, like if the property price is right, if the property size is good, the floor plan is good, community designs are good, developer is good, everything is checked, you are looking at the best investment that you have made in the market. So 5% long-term lease, I have put it at a very conservative rate. So, and this is very decent right now in today's market, because right now the Dubai South infrastructure has yet to see the response from the market. These are the villas. We have the best comparison with Pearls beachfront villas because of the sizes and everything. You can see that 5-bedroom plus maid corner unit, they have listed for 290,000, and the other one is listed at 300,000 dirhams yearly. And the size, you have to compare the size and everything. The floor plans are good and everything is good, but this community is ready and it's not completely ready. But again, this is the listed price at which they are being rented at. Because of the little supply, this is the kind of a property that you want your investment to be made. This is the kind of a property that you want your stake in. Again, decent rent, 5% annual return in today's market. So this was the complete, analysis on BT Properties. If you liked it, if you think that it makes sense and you have some thoughts that you want to discuss with me, I can totally understand. Everyone have different situation when they're investing into the market. Everyone have different goals and timelines and everything. So my number is mentioned below. If you like this presentation, if you think that it makes sense, if the prices make sense, let's talk about it in detail, and I will give you my complete proposition on the whole Dubai market, what products make sense in today's market. If this is the product is a good fit for you, only then I will advise you. Otherwise, there are some other options coming up in Dubai. There is always an opportunity coming up in Dubai. And as much as the economy is booming, as much as we are beating all the records of the past year, we know that this is the right time to get into the market. But we should be careful on which areas if we are looking for investment property. If you're looking for a personal use property, that's totally up to you. We can discuss. I can give you a lot of options. I can give you the details and everything. I can understand your requirement, and then I can give you some options with a list of projects in Dubai. You don't need to waste your time searching up on the internet, and it's free of charge. So I love helping people relocate inside the city. I love helping people doing investment inside the city because I'm very passionate at what I do. So I'm also planning to make a complete video on the war situation, what is happening right now in the whole world, what impact Dubai market will have because of the Iran and Israel situation. But again, everything what I have seen in the past years have benefited Dubai as an economy. Whenever there is something happen in anywhere, Russia, Ukraine, Arab Spring, anything happen globally, it affected Dubai market in a very positive way. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. This is Matlub Ahmed, Aeon and Tristle, signing out.